Hey everyone, it's Paige and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know that we all want to get better at golf, but sometimes life doesn't allow us that opportunity. We have so many responsibilities and it's hard to put time aside to get better at golf. And so here's how you can get better with just 30 minutes. I'm going to walk you through what I do when I have a short amount of time, but I really want to improve my game. I always start with short game, and you should too. Short game is the most important part in lowering your scores. Most people spend hours just hitting balls and they're not getting better. So I want you to put your time into short game. We're gonna spend 15 minutes here and then 15 minutes on the range. So first up, I wanna work on my short putts. Most people will lose so many shots because they're just missing their short putts. So we're gonna do the 3-6-9 drill. So 1, 2, 3 feet, 1, 2, 3 feet, 1, 2, 3 feet. 3 golf balls. You can't move on to the next tee until you make all 3 in a row. Even though we don't have much time, I don't want you to rush. And in between each shot, I don't want you to putt, pull back, putt, pull back. I want you to reset each time to emulate what you're going to do on the golf course. Okay, sometimes this could take 3 minutes, sometimes this could take the entire 15, but that's okay. I didn't listen to myself. Let me reset. Okay, now we start. So this could take you the whole 15 minutes, and that's okay because these putts are so incredibly important to shooting lower scores. I got through the 3 and the 6 really easily, struggled a bit on the 9, but I got through it in 7 minutes. Next thing we're gonna do is grab a wedge, a golf ball, and your putter, and we're gonna play 5 holes of up and downs. So I'm gonna pick all different shots, some easy ones, some harder ones. I have 5 to do, and my goal is to do 4 out of 5 up and downs. Okay, so I got my first up and down. These greens are so incredibly fast. I'm at Highlands Range Golf Club and I'm at the back of the range where the DU team practices. The facility is incredible and they're quick. They're very quick greens, and I'm not used to having practice greens be this fast, and it's a really great practice. So let's move to the next one. And we're off. Even though we're on a bit of a time crunch, again, I want you to go through your routine and really focus on each shot. People don't get better because they'll practice and practice and they're not practicing what they do on the golf course. And so once they get on the golf course, they're like, well, I feel like I put in the work, but you didn't put in the right work. And so you don't need a lot of time. And these drills are great because they're almost like a game as well. And so maybe if you get 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5, you can always improve and get better, and always mark down and keep your stats because that's really important in a way to improve your game. Okay, so now I need to make all the rest of them. Okay, so I got 3 out of the 5 up and downs that I did. I'm actually really happy with that. It wasn't my goal, but I picked some really difficult shots and I challenged myself. I could have picked easy ones and got 5 out of 5, but I want you to challenge yourself. I got it all done in 15 minutes. Let's head over to the range. 15 minutes, back on the clock. Let's go. I'm going to start with your wedges first and do some drills that kind of help you warm up. My favorite drills are the flamingo drill, where you put one leg back and you chunk the shit out of it. This helps me connect. Sometimes I get a little out of sync with my body, and so I really have to stay connected to do this drill well. When you're warming up, don't be too hard on yourself, but focus on things that are important. Find one key thing to practice and work on and focus on that throughout the entire practice that you have. For me, it is my tempo. So I'm going to do a couple tempo drills and then get into my routine. After this, it's the stop at the top drill. I think people don't improve because they're too busy working on so many different things, when in reality, a lot of us aren't able to practice enough to be able to really improve and work on your game. So instead of thinking mechanically, I want you to think about a feeling or working on your tempo. If you're able to do that, then you'll be able to shoot lower scores. Last drill I like to do is the ball behind the club drill. Talked about all these drills before. You can look back at past videos to see more in-depth explanation on each drill. I had some good ones, I had some bad ones, but that's fine. I mean, you're warming up and you're working on drills. You don't have to hit every single shot perfect, but I feel pretty good with all of those drills, and I'm gonna work through my bag now. I like to do the odds and the evens, and on different days. So today we're gonna do odd numbers. So we'll start with my 9-iron. Focusing on tempo, and that's the biggest key of my swing right now. Seven. Some fives. So I spend a bit more time on my irons just because I do struggle with my iron play. That's probably the weakest part of my game, especially my long iron play. After that, when I feel pretty good and warmed up, I'm gonna go through my entire routine and play some holes. So we're gonna grab my driver first, pick some different targets, and really work on my routine and my alignment. For this, I've picked a course and I've picked certain holes that I'm trying to play. One of my go-tos is Shadow Creek. It's one of my favorite golf courses. And so I hit a good drive on number 1, which is a dog leg, slightly left with water down the left side. And then I normally have a little 80-yard shot in. Well played hole. Next is a par 4, bit of a blind tee shot, and if you hit a really good shot, you'll have a little flip wedge in. It's a wide fairway, but it does kind of dogleg down to the left side. Perfect. So when I'm coming back here, I'm picking different fairways and different targets because I don't always want to have the same thing. And so I'll pick in between the two sticks out there, and that's my fairway. And so even though I'll pick like right side, left side, different angles, so I don't kind of trick my mind up and don't say the same thing over and over again. Again, it's like a little flippy wedge because I hit another really good drive. Good. Next hole is a long uphill par 4. Driver is on today. Then I normally have like a 5-iron in. This game really helps me because I would spend so much time practicing with my stick down, and I would just grab a ball, hit, grab a ball, hit, grab a ball, hit, and I'd get out on the golf course, and if I had to line myself up, everything felt so different to me and so uncomfortable. I had a really hard time bringing my rage game over to the golf course, and I just felt always uncomfortable lining up, having different lies. I just had perfect conditions on the range, and I always set myself up to hit good shots, and that's just not how it is on the golf course. And so I'd get really disappointed, and so I practice so different now than I used to, and I wish I had this knowledge back when I was a junior golfer and in college, because I would have improved so much faster and not wasted so much time. I would practice for hours and hours and hours on end, and I just never got better because I was practicing the wrong way, and I wish I practiced the way that I practice now. Next is a long par 5, dog leg left, but water on the left side. So anything left of that one stick is going to be wet. Whew, that was a close one, but I think that would still be okay. I normally have like a 5 wood in on the next shot. It's one of the better shots I've ever hit. I will take that. Feeling really good about my game, and especially my driver and my woods, been something I'm really confident about. So when I have just a short amount of time to practice, I don't actually spend much time on them because I have so much confidence, and I use my time on my long irons. So again, if you are struggling with something, then that's what you should focus on the most when you're practicing. Next is a par 3, and I normally hit around 8 or a 7-iron. I'm gonna hit a 7-iron because again, I'm a little bit less confident with my longer clubs. So good. Also shows you too that I had some really bad warm-up shots, and once I kind of got over that and into my groove, I'm hitting it so incredibly well. So doing the drills when you're practicing and warming up is so important to getting you on the right track for when you're actually hitting full swings. Next is a par 4, really long, kind of dog legs to the right side. There's a bunker I need to avoid. Hit that one a little right. It'd probably just be in the rough, and so I would have a longer club, probably about a 6-iron in then, out of the rough. If you have a place that's kind of like this, where you have a little freedom to be able to do so, then I would emulate as much as you can. So I'm gonna hit this one out of the rough. Okay, great shot. I have about 25 seconds left, so I think that's enough time to play one more hole. It is a, I don't even know what the next hole is, kind of blanking. We'll play that par 3 though. Usually hit like a 9-iron for that one. It's a short hole. Oh no! So I didn't get it all done, but I feel really good about my practice. I was able to do putts, some short game. I practiced on some drills and even played some holes. So all in all, it was a really great practice and I feel accomplished. So hope you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next Thursday.